to my channel. It's Lauren J, and today I have a haul and some fun organization to do with more of my Viseart shadows. So Viseart is currently at this point, it might be over by the time this is posted, but at this point they are having their spring sale and things are up to 50% off. So most of the stuff that I bought was either 30 or 40% off. So I believe these Petit Pro palettes were 40%, or no, these were 30% off, and then the Petite Mattes were 40% off, and then I think the palettes were 40% off, and there were certain étendues that were 50% off and other things. But great time to get into Viseart palettes and shadows if you haven't. And I also have the 20% off Makeup Maven discount. It doesn't stack, so the deals for this sale were better than the Maven discount. But I think if you join the Maven program now, you can still get 15% off regularly from their site. So if you're interested in trying Viseart and purchasing from their site, you can certainly sign up. So I wanted to pick up my haul from the Viseart spring sale. So this is actually the palette I already own, but just to have something to show you, I have this here. So I picked up 3 of the small palettes, so 2 Petit Pros and 1 Petite Matte, and then I picked up 2 of these empty Grande Pro palettes, or just Pro palettes. So these are the ones that I think hold about 50 or so of the Petit Pro, the small 1 gram pan size, and I think they hold 30 something of the midi size, which is the 1.5 gram pan size, which is in the étendues and the Petit Fours. I also saw that they just released 4 new Petit Fours today. I'm Beautylish, and I kind of hope those come to the Viseart website soon so I can get a discount on those. They're so cute. They're macaron themed, and I love macarons, and there's a blue one, and there's a green one, and da-da-da. Anyway, but onto the stuff that I have now and want to share with you. So I have 2 more empty palettes, and I have 3 new eyeshadow palettes. So this is the Petit Pro Apricotine. This came out a few years ago. It's one of their Petit Pro palettes, and it's like the Petit Pro 4 or 5, something like that. And it's when they started doing the more sort of elaborate design on their packaging. It looks really pretty. So it's got this whole graphic design on it, and then of course it's the normal opening, and then you have these beautiful orangey, peachy colors. And I love the names of these. The names are always on the back right here. So you have names like Bourbon, Mimolette, Grenadine, Sugar. And just like most of the Petit Fours, not all, or not, just like most of the Petit Pros, not all of them, but most of the Petit Pros have a row of shimmers on the bottom and a row of mattes on the top. I think this one here, which is the namesake shade Apricotine, I think that's got a little bit of shimmer mixed into it. It's more like more of a satin. I haven't actually swatched these yet, but I will. So this is a really pretty summer palette, summer spring palette, and I thought I would pick that up. This has the color Praline and Dolce and Meringue, so this might go really nice with the Petit Pro Praline quad that they have. And then I picked up one of the other, one of 2 palettes they released, I think last year. They released the Solstice palette and the Midsummer palette, so I picked up the Solstice palette. This one has been out of stock for a really long time on their site and on a lot of other sites, but it's a really beautiful spring peachy color story. So I think it's going to go really nice with Apricotine, and I've looked at them together and there isn't really any duped shades. could obviously argue that some of the, you know, crease shades and some of the brown shades are alike, but the shimmers are really different, and you get a lot of different textures in here. And again, you have the row of mattes and the row of shimmers. And this one right here, this is Solstice, the namesake shade. And that is actually this beautiful duochrome. I don't know if you can see it. And again, I haven't swatched it yet, but I do plan on doing a look with two of these palettes. So I thought I would haul them right now and then use them in a look later in a different video. But the shimmers in these palettes are absolutely stunning, like all of them. Like just these coppery peachy ones, and then these bright, just beautiful springy summery ones. They're just so pretty. And they make really, really good, just easy to use makeup. The mattes are amazing, and the shimmers, you can intensify them or you can use them really subtly, and they're very easy to work with. So that is Petit Pro Apricotine and Petit Pro Solstice. And I got them kind of to go with each other. But as you can see, you're working with a more neutral color story and then a more warm color story. And these aren't perfect analogs to what are in the palette, but that's pretty much what you're getting with these. And then I picked up another one of the Petite Mattes palettes that they recently came out with. These are tiny 1 gram pan versions of their larger Pro palettes in the plastic. So we put them in the, like, basically the edit palette size. And this is the Editorial Brights, and I've been wanting this for a really long time, and it's so gorgeous in person. So it's the same packaging as the same packaging. It's a little bit different, but this is the Petite Mattes cool packaging, so it's a little bit different. And again, open it up, and there's the plastic on the inside, and look at these rainbow colors. I am so in love with this row right here. So this is Aqua, Periwinkle, and Azure, and I am so excited. I'm really excited to see how this white works, and this yellow, and see how bright they are. And there's some colors, I mean, they're not neons, they're brights, so I'm expecting really good pigmentation. The Viseart mattes are very buildable and easy to work with, so they don't really, like, I think with another formula this might kind of scare me that it would like stain my lids or something, but with Viseart I just kind of trust that their matte formulas are easy to work with. So I am super excited to have this. I really love the Petite Mattes Cool. That is an amazing palette, and I have it in here in my larger palette of shadows, but I'm eventually going to take these out and put that in another larger palette. So, but just so beautiful. And again, I picked up two of these Pro Empty palettes. So if you haven't seen my other videos where I've done organizing and labeling videos, this is what the Pro palette, hello, that's me. This is what the Pro palette, Empty Pro palette looks like on the inside. It's got this little sleeve and this beautiful mirror. So yeah, there's 6 rows and 9 shimmers, so that's what, 54 shades, I think, if I can do math. Maybe, I'm not always sure. But this is a great little palette, and I love having all of my Viseart mattes and shimmers together. I use this palette almost every morning when I get ready for work, and I love looking at all of these shades and deciding what kind of look I want to do for work. And they're so easy to work with no matter what shade you pick up. And so I think what I'm going to do with my 2 new palettes, because I have so many of the small 1 gram pans, I'm going to take this one and make this one my mattes palette and make one of these my shimmer palette for the 1 gram pans. And then I have another one which I think I'm going to take and use to store my étendues, so my 1.5 gram pans. If you haven't seen my video where I created my custom palette for my travel when I went to Vegas, this is the custom palette that I created with, I have 4 étendues of these 1 gram pans, plus I have 2 of the Petit Fours, sorry. So those are some of those shades all mixed together in here, and they're all labeled, and I think I just want to put them in a palette together so they're a little bit more easily accessible and move aroundable. Like, these are all magnetic and they're awesome and amazing. Like, I love the design and everything, and I love how compact they are for travel. This is so easy to travel with, and I've done that now, so I can say that. But you know, taking them in and out, you know, you've got this little thumb groove there, and then here there's none of that. You can just move them around and whatever. So for day-to-day use, I think I'm just going to take them out of here, use this as my travel palette, and put them back in here when I'm done traveling. So hopefully I will be traveling more. I say that every time that I mention that. So but anyway, I thought I would go through some labeling and reorganizing videos with you, and if you're into that, I hope you will continue to watch. I have been doing a lot of videos where you don't see my face. I've just not been really wanting to wear makeup lately. It's been super hot. I've had a really bad allergies and eczema issues with my face, so I've been wearing makeup and things, and you know, I've been wearing makeup for work and enjoying that in the morning when I do it, but just sitting down to do a makeup video is not really something I want to do right now when it's like 90 degrees and humid, and just sitting around makes you feel awful. So I think I'm going to turn my fan back on, and I'm going to put all of my étendue shades and my I keep saying that wrong, Petit 4 shades in here. And again, I want some of those I can't stop with Viseart right now. I'm obsessed and I can't stop, and I want more, and yeah. Anyway, let's do some organization. Packaging ASMR. Okay guys, so these are all of my labeled and depotted Viseart shadows for now. I still have this little pile over here that I need to work on labeling and I want to use first before I throw them in here. But as you can see, not quite enough room for 6 rows of the 1.5 grams. So we've got 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 40 shadows in here of the 1.5 grams, and then I just mix them up between shimmers and mattes over here, so I have a good variety. I'll probably do some more rearranging of some of this, maybe like cool and warm. Certainly when I add the Petite Mattes in here, the whole environment of the mattes palette is going to change, and so we might have to do a little bit of rearranging. But anyway, I might end up just picking up another palette, empty palette. Maybe when I pick up one of the new quads eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Anyway, this is my sorting of my Viseart shadows. I hope that you enjoyed it as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those will be welcome and all of them would be appreciated. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.